Hey, what's up, everybody? Uh, as you can see, tonight we're going to be having an Arctic field ration from Minotaur. So this is going to be their take on what they think an Arctic field ration should be, what they're producing, what you can actually purchase from them right now. I think there's probably clickable links down in my description. I don't know. I'll check. For anybody who comes in the beginning here, tomorrow, which will be, what will be the date? November 15th. The Military Ration Museum will be doing a live stream. There's a clickable link to that in the description of this video, right at the very top. If anybody wants to come over tomorrow and check it out, I'd like to get quite a few people over there hanging out, because I actually get to go in the chat and talk to people that way. So it just, I don't know, I like doing it. And he's got some amazing stuff for the Ration Museum. We're trying to get that built up and make it a reality, something that people can actually come and visit one of these days, and we can kind of pass on some of this ration knowledge that we all have to passerbys that might want to pass through a museum one day. Like when you go to DC, like I went through all kinds of museums when I went, and it was a blast. And I think that's kind of one thing that's lacking. Food's an important part of our history, and especially military food. And I think it's something that deserves a place in history. Let me let's see here. I can actually right now I'm going to put a link in the chat, so anybody who's watching this or they rewatch it, happen to see it tomorrow, they can find it in the chat as well, because I hand typed that link and I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be clickable or not. I hope it is. I think it will be. And excuse the dogs and animals in the background. Now I've also got a couple boxes that I'm not going to be opening this week. I got one from Shocker71. Guys, go check out Shocker's channel. Hook him up with a subscribe. And I also have a box from Dave's 45 Auto, another guy you guys should go subscribe to. And I'll be posting those links periodically throughout this live stream, I think. And but yeah, got a couple boxes, like I said. There is a link to Dave's 45 Auto down in my description somewhere. The description on these things it's insanely long, because I have so many different links to people's channels down there. I think sometimes it's overwhelming for people who click on the descriptions. I've been thinking about trying to shorten it up somehow. I'm not sure how I would do that though, so I might just leave it the way it is. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stand here and do this, and I'll be leaning over on this and my mantle up here, trying to hold myself up, because my back is, it's weird. I think it's my sciatic nerve or something. But hey, Smoke, feel better soon. Hope everyone is doing well. Much love. We'll be back in action soon. No, Smokey, I haven't quit YouTube. Laugh out loud. I've been busy, man. Well, thanks, History Savior, for that super chat, man. And you guys, you gotta go over to History Savior. He's one of the people that are fighting for us, man. Saving World War II history, obviously, is a big part of what he does. But he's also out there spreading the word about the rations. And thank you so much for that super chat, History Savior. And there should be a link to his channel down in my description. If there's not, very easy to find his channel. Just type in History Savior 1941 and he will come up. Okay. Well, let's open this thing up. I don't think I've had a Minotaur ration other than the one that he sent me in the very beginning, which was like a it was like a survival kit. What was the name of that thing? I think it was called the Beast or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember the name of it. My dog is going to be coughing in the background. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it actually it hurts to sometimes raise my arms up to my mouth or to take a drink of something. It's really weird. It'll send a pain down through my back, the back of my leg, um, all the way down through my calf, and it's weird. Even my groin a little bit. But let's see what's in this thing, and I'll quit wasting time because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stand here anyways. Okay, so first off, we have some pilot bread, which I have a couple packs of this that are loose that I have not tried yet. I meant to, just haven't gotten around to it. Round, thicker crackers. There's 2 of them in there. So, I'm trying to, okay, back in the day, he's going to keep distracting me. I'm sorry. My concentration's not the greatest at the moment. Back in the day, Mountain House did these long-range patrol meals, basically like a hot or cold weather lightweight meal. You can see a review of one over on Steve's channel. I actually sent that to him. I've got a couple. Actually, I think I only have one left. Howdy, y'all. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Well, thank you, Blindside, for that super chat, and we hope you're doing good too, man. I'll probably be seeing you soon anyway. But yeah, man, thank you for that super chat, dude. Back in the day, they did their version of a long-range patrol, or even a cold weather ration. You could have used it either way. It was in a dark brown bag, lightweight plastic, and they used pilot bread in theirs. I can't remember if they were this big or not. I know Mountain House makes pilot bread. I'm not sure what other companies do it. I know there's another company. I've seen them in a can before, like a number 10 can. I can't remember what company that was, though. But anyway, we got some pilot bread here. That'll be interesting to check out. And I'm wondering how they hold up in the packaging and stuff. I mean, which these are vacuum packed, which is a good thing. Anytime you can get the air out and keep it out is a good thing. Then we have our accessory packet with spoon and stuff. So we'll check that out here in a second. It's got the spoon in it that I like, which is good. Okay, I'm already burping stuff up. French onion soup. It just made me think of it seeing the French onion soup. I have actually had this before. I think I had this back in July. Was it July? Yeah, I think so. So it's a really strong concentrated powder that you can kind of you can gauge it how you want it. The more water you add, the more obviously the leaner it'll be. Not as potent tasting, or you can make it kind of thick, a little bit less water, or a little bit less water, and it'll taste a lot stronger. Okay, we have some dry roasted peanuts, salted. What? I'm curious of what the sodium level in these are. 420 milligrams, 18% of your daily value there. I don't see any nutritionals on this. Nope. Nothing. I do see a line on that. I wonder if that's a fill line or something. I don't know. I'll read the instructions in a minute. What's this? I know this is probably not supposed to be in here. Oh, okay. So that's an Aquatabs pamphlet. We have an apple jelly. Probably go on our pilot bread. We have a strawberry jam. Also pilot bread worthy. We have a cherry drink mix. So Bob was telling me that he was trying to match the old cherry drink mix. He said he's nailed it. The old cherry drink mix was pretty unique, and it's very similar. The old cherry drink mix was very similar to Kool-Aid that I used to get whenever I was a kid, the cherry Kool-Aid. They were very similar in taste as far as my memory tells me. I haven't had that cherry Kool-Aid since I was a kid, obviously, or that formula. So, yeah. Oh, there's 2 of those in there. 2 cherry drink mixes. Okay. We have a thing of corn nuts, which there's a lot of calories in this, too. Here we have the cheese sauce mix. Add 4 ounces of hot water. All right, we'll check that out. We have a vanilla shake as well. Running out of room. Let me get this out of the way. We'll put this up here. Cheese sauce. There we go. And we have a coffee pack. I guess it tells you right there what's in it. 2 coffees, one creamer, non-dairy, 1 sugar, and 1 sweetened condensed milk. Okay, cool. Then we have the actual Fiesta Bowl, which is what this is, menu number 9 Fiesta Bowl. I guess I didn't mention that, but it says it right on the front of the box, so it's pretty easy to see. And there's 2 more things in the box. Sorry. There is the Aqua Tabs that goes along with that little pamphlet that I had there. There's 2 of them in there, I believe. Yeah, there's 2 of them in there. I'm not sure how much water that'll purify. Probably, I'd say close to a gallon, if I was to guess. Enough water, it'll purify enough water to make this ration, I'll bet, and everything in it. And last but definitely not least is our classic, okay, it's going to focus. There we go. Our classic little bottle of Tabasco. Something that, guys have been complaining about this being removed from the MREs since 2012. Actually, 2013 was the first year without it, I think. Yeah, it was. So, this is something that all the guys enjoyed getting in the MREs. Not all, but most. Most guys like getting little bottles. Even if they didn't like Tabasco, they still like to have the little bottles. There's just something novel about a tiny glass bottle, something about it. Plus, with the sachets, I will say this: I waste more Tabasco with the sachets of Tabasco than I use. A lot of times, little goes a long way when it comes to Tabasco, and you can't save what's left over. With these, you can save what you had left over, and every menu doesn't have to have it. Only the menus that make sense, and then you can save half a bottle for whenever you want it, or you can dump the whole thing on there. All right, let's get the tray here. Oh, all right, I need to remove a couple things here. So that's everything that's in here. I'm obviously not going to be able to sit down and eat this whole thing right now, and I don't plan to. So one of the cherry drink mixes obviously is going to go back into the box. The Aqua Tabs, we don't need those. The cheese sauce mix we will keep. What's in the Fiesta Bowl? Freeze-dried ground beef, red and green peppers, white rice, minced onion, and seasoning. I don't know why I was thinking there'd be like tortillas in that or something, which wouldn't make much sense after you rehydrate it. Then again, it might be good. I don't know. Okay, coffee pack. I could definitely go for a cup of coffee about now. The corn nuts, we'll leave those out. The French onion soup, I'm going to pass on that for right now. I can describe that for you guys, that's for sure. The vanilla shake. I'm going to have coffee. I'm going to have a cherry drink mix. Yeah, we'll make the vanilla shake. And we still got to go through this accessory packet too. Alright, so all this is staying, except I'm ditching the apple jelly. I'm only going to eat 1 strawberry jelly. Alright. Yeah, I don't like taking things out of a meal, but you know what? Like, that's just way too much food, and I don't think I'm going to be able to stand here long enough to deal with it all. Alright. What's up with James? I just happened to look down. Hey, there's Shocker. Looks like Bob might be in the chat as well. Like I said, Minotaur. Oh yeah, you guys, if you go to Minotaur, use the code OS10, you get 10% off your order. that's pretty simple. Just OS 10. That's a representative of Oldsmokey. That way, Bob will actually know that you're ordering because I sent your, or you're using my code, so that you heard about it here, I guess. But yeah, I don't get anything from that at all, guys. It's a way that I get to actually pass a little savings on to you guys, which is awesome. um, Need to talk him into passing a little more savings on your way. Let's bump it up to 12%. Uh, let's see here. Now, there was something. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me. I'm going to post a link right now. Tomorrow, guys, at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the Ration Museum, Military Ration Museum, will be having a live stream. Want you guys to, as many of you guys that can do it, show up tomorrow, and I'll be in the chat. Like I said, I'll be talking with you guys on there, and let's get them numbers up. I think we were able to break 20 a few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, 20 viewers at one time, and that was the goal that I had set forth, and I was able to bring enough people in that we got to 20. Let's set the goal this week to have 30 folks show up tomorrow. That's a pretty decent goal. We're just starting off small over there, but we're going to grow that Ration Museum, and it's going to become something that's going to be a lot larger than my channel or anybody else's channel. That we want it to be the main focus, really, so we can pass some of this knowledge on to folks that might have never even known that they had an interest in military rations. If they see the museum out there and they're passing by or whatever, that it might spark an interest for someone who otherwise would have never even thought about it. So here we go with the Fiesta Bowl. So hang on. Be right back, guys. The dog's literally knocking at the door. Alright. Hopefully they don't stop like that again. Okay, so there we go. You can see the little chunks of ground beef in there. You can see the peppers, the green and red peppers. You can see the rice. Let's see if I can stir it around to see some seasoning in there. I can smell the seasoning in it. It's kind of reminds me of like what is the name of that? Like Old Bay seasoning or something. Kind of Cajun-y. Alright, how much water I got to put in this bad boy here? It says 8 ounces. Well, I'm definitely not putting 8 ounces in there. Okay. Oh yeah, every time I got to bend over. Oh. Yeah, it's weird. Just like blowing in that cup, it'll send a pain down through my back. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I have been to the doctor, just so you know. You got to go see a specialist, though. Yeah, Larry, I see you, bud. How about you run a live stream and I'll come and watch your live stream, and you don't talk, you just eat, bud. Alright, that's 4 ounces. That's 6. 6 will work. Hey, what's going on, Howard? Oh, yeah, it may be my sciatic nerve. That's kind of what I'm coming to the conclusion of. I've never had this issue before, but it's lasted now for 2 weeks. It's been a full 2 weeks, I think, because I had to miss the live stream last Saturday, and I planned on doing one through the week. Now, that was 6 ounces of water for this. I think that should probably be enough. If I end up having to add more, I'll add more. But I do not want a soupy main. So, squeezing the air out of there. And then I'm actually going to set this off to the side here and let it. How long is it supposed to sit for? 18 to 20 minutes. Guess I should shake it. It does have a gusseted bottom, which I forgot about. I think it does. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, I've never had the Fiesta Bowl either. Seems like it's something that would probably go good in some tortillas, especially I mean, well, I don't know. Cold weather though, tortillas would kind of suck unless you could warm them up, which you could warm them up, I guess, by laying them down on this or laying this on top of the tortillas to warm them up. If you're in some really cold weather, that's not going to matter much. You're going to lose heat out of your main really quick anyways, no matter what. Unless you got something to wrap it up in. Putting it back in the original box would be the way to go there if you're in some cold weather, because that'll create a little mini environment for it in there, and the radiant heat off of here will stay in the box a little bit better. So, yep. Okay, so next we will do, oh, those are corn nuts. Let's see. Here, we'll take a look at this accessory packet real quick, because I don't even know what's in here other than a spoon and a napkin. So we got a napkin there. We have a spoon, which I like these spoons. They're a little bit they seem flimsy, but they're actually really strong. They can take one heck of a bend, and they go right back to their original shape. So they're not bad at all. Now we have some crushed red pepper. We have some house recipe non-dairy creamer. We have a deep rich coffee. So we're going to end up with 3 coffees here, it looks like. We got a little pack of Smarties. Which, you know, I used to hate on those things, but, you know, they're actually a really useful little candy. You eat them one at a time in a situation where you're, even if you're just camping or something, it kind of it occupies your mind. It gives you something to think about, something to do. They're more useful than you'd think. What is this? Okay, so we got some sugar. We got a fresh nap. We got a salt and a pepper here. Yep, salt and pepper. There's the sugar, and we have a toothpick from MRE store. I guess that's a toothpick, right? Alright. Yeah, okay. Oh, huh. It's more than just a toothpick. A little flosser on there. That's nice. It's a little plastic toothpick with the little bristles on the other end. That's a nice little touch there. I wondered what that was. Glad I opened it. Typically, I would have been like, it's a toothpick, and just thrown it off to the side. But feeling it didn't feel so much like a toothpick. So cool. Cherry drink mix. How much does this make? 8 ounces. All right. Break out the good old Pink Floyd cup. We'll make us some cherry drink mix real quick like. Now, Bob made a pretty bold claim with this, that it tastes just like the old military version from the 80s and 90s. Can't remember when they took that cherry drink out. I mean, it went all the way up into like 98, 99 that just off the top of my head, that I can remember having it myself. Let's see, 8 ounces. It's probably about what's in this bottle. Not even going to measure it. Yeah, that'll work. That looks awful thick. That looks like way more. Oh, wow. I don't know about this. It seems like there's way too much powder in there. And look at this. Lots still in there. And it's kind of as thick as syrup. Oi, oi, oi. I don't know about this. Steve O. Rondelli. Steve O. Rondelli says the cherry drink mix is one of his favorites. Jello drink mix. Yeah, that's about what it feels like, man. All right. Yeah. No, kitty. Go on. Go on. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can't be dealing with that. Stupid cat. I'm on the mood. Alright. Let's see. Let's check out this coffee pack. Which actually, I don't know. Let's see what's in here. I guess you can make it right in this pouch. It's not wanting to rip for me. Kitty. Dang it. I really didn't want... Yeah, this is turning into a disaster. Trying to open up the pouch. I don't even think I could use it now. I think I cut into the zip seal. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, looks like we got... Is this... What is this? This looks like it's got adhesive on it. Maybe this is to make it in here, and then this, put that on there. You know, stick it to it so that you can handle this. I don't know. What, buddy? Where'd you go? Where are you? Ow. It hurts to laugh. Oh, boy. He's inside the curtain right here, and I couldn't see him. So we got the 1 sugar, as it mentioned. We have the 1 creamer, and we have 2 deep rich coffees, and 1 sweetened condensed milk, which I'll leave that sweetened condensed milk out. But we got a coffee, cream, and sugar setting here to the side. Good to see what's in the pack, though. Yep, see, that's what I was afraid of, bud. Go on. Look. I'm gonna have to throw you out, dude. Okay, sorry about that, guys. He had to go. Yeah, I've had big plans of things that I wanted to get done over the past couple weeks, but I haven't. Actually, all the plans that I had, I just kind of threw them out the window because I haven't been able to do much anything. Okay, there's the corn nuts. And pretty much no smell. There we go. I think somebody said the way to go on that vanilla shake is to throw a coffee in it, but I could be wrong. Seems like somebody told me that at one point. I'll watch the chat and see if anybody refers me to do that or not. What else we got? We got to make up a cheese sauce. 4 ounces of hot water into the pouch. Okay. 4 ounces, huh? Seems like an awful lot for some powder. And I think this is probably done pretty much instantly, right? And let it stand for 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll wait to make that closer to when I'll need it. There's our dry roasted peanuts. You know, corn nuts, I could take them or leave them. You know, they're alright. They're definitely not my favorite. But they're good to add to things, like especially mains like this. Add them in there if you want a little bit of contrast in texture or to add a crunch. And, you know, the corn flavor is not bad. So you get that crunch in there that is really, really something you could be craving after eating a bunch of mushy food. You know what I mean? What else we got? We got the vanilla shake here. What's this? Mix with 8 ounces of water and shake vigorously. So 8 ounces of water is supposed to fit in here. I do not see that. I mean, that would be really full. And I don't know how cold the water is supposed to be. Now, should I add a coffee to this vanilla shake? On the pilot, yeah. Bob, put the sweetened condensed milk. Yeah, yep. Strawberries and cream, kind of like the. I get those toaster strudel things sometimes, rarely. I mean, I think there's some in my freezer now, been in there forever. Okay, no coffee. No coffee to the shake, Bob says. Okay. 8 ounces of water. Ow. Oh. Oh, Fernbark says he likes it with coffee. I bet I'd like it with coffee too. Yeah, you know what? I'm going against your wishes, Bob. I got extra coffees, so it's getting a coffee. I think I had the vanilla one. I think it's a little bit proteiny for me. I don't think this is a protein shake though. So. There you go. Did I get all that coffee out of there? Doesn't feel like it. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to attempt to put the 8 ounces of water in this thing. There we go. That's right at 8 ounces. Alright. Yep, that's kind of what I was afraid of. There's no way. Let me shake it down a little bit, see if I can... Yeah, I can't close it right now. Yeah, if I was to... Yeah, nope, not gonna happen. Guess I can try mixing it with the spoon, son, here. I still got ounce and a half of water to put in it. Yeah, this was my concern whenever I saw the 8 ounces. That's pretty much brimful. I mean, right up to the zip seal. Mix it the best I can here in the bag. Sorry, this is kind of a delicate process, guys. Can't look up and look at the chat or anything like that at the moment. Alright. Alright, I need a cup for this. Let's put it in the... I got another drink to make. No, okay. And it can get right here in the Superman cup. Yeah, there ain't no way I could close that. Not even close. Here we go. A couple chunks of coffee in there hadn't dissolved. Most of the powder out of there. A little bit in the corners. Tell you what I can do. A little bit of liquid in there and shake it around. That should get the remaining powder out of there. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I could have pulled the cherry drink mix off either. I think it had too much powder in it, actually. I'm looking at it, man, and it's like got a ton of stuff sitting on the bottom of it still, even after I mixed it. And it's it's so dark. I mean, my light does a good job at lighting it up, but like it's super dark. All right, that's good enough. Got it. The majority of it out of there. I'm taking a drink of this. Yep. Got to give it a try right off the bat. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I'm glad I put the coffee in it. That's really good, actually. Yeah. Okay, a coffee. I could definitely go for a cup of coffee right now. Oh, easy. Even if it's just 4 ounces. All right. Sugar. And cream. House recipe. And now we'll be going a little bit less than 4 ounces of water. And then I think the Fiesta bowl should be good. Gotta make the cheese sauce and open the pile of bread. Alright, so there's the coffee it can set. Oh boy. Much more standing here I can take. God dang it. Cat. Brownie. Enough. Yeah, get over here. We'll get out of here. Stay out. I'm gonna throw you outside. Goodness. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. 4 ounces. I need another 4 ounces of hot water here. So, as you can see, I mean, it does take a little bit of water to reconstitute everything. Bob could probably give you a figure on exactly. I need to go 3 ounces here. Bob could probably give you a figure. Oh, I'm over. On exactly how much water it takes to reconstitute the entire thing. Okay, just a little bit more back in here. Alright, so this should be about 3 ounces. may be wrong on this cheese sauce. I may have to add some more water. We'll see. Alright. Any of them that you can put out, put him out, Ethan. Supposed to sit for 2 minutes after I shake it. I think it's vigorously. Oh. I just can't raise my arms up above. Like, that's weird. There's a certain point, like a little bit below my shoulder, I guess. Okay. Yep. Should be good to just sit and wait now. And it's leaking. Why is it leaking? Where's it leaking from? What the heck? It's on the pilot bread. What the heck? I don't know where that... I don't even know where it could have came from. I mean, obviously it came out of there. Huh. Right, let's get these things opened up, see if we get a hiss out of this. Oh yeah, got a good one. Got a good one. Right, there you go. They have a familiar smell. The basically Panzer waffles that come in the Lithuanian rations and some of the Polish the 24-hour Polish rations. They have this smell of caraway seed in them. Now, this doesn't have the caraway seed, but this, as a biscuit, smells similar to the base of those. Yeah, kind of like a wheat and wheat and flour kind of scent. What did I see there? Buckler bread. Hi, Smokey and all. What's up, Ben? Hey, what's going on, Smitty? That could be a gallbladder issue. Is that a medical degree? Yeah, it's not my gallbladder, thank God. If you're talking about me, I've been down that road. I had that pancreatitis a year ago, actually, almost a year ago. It was in November. I missed Black Friday and everything last year. Just happened to be off, not filming for the show at that time because of the holidays, and I ended up being in the hospital for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I was in there 8 days, I think. Alright, so obviously this soaked up every bit of the water. I'm going to have to add a little bit more water to that. Looks really dry. But that's good. What we want, just a little bit. There we go. I added an extra 1.5 ounces. Now I'm gonna, close it up there. Give it a shake. Oh. It's cool because it had definitely cooled down to where it wasn't hot anymore. Just adding that hot water, now it's scalding hot again. Let's see what the cheese sauce sounds like. It sounds very wet, liquidy, runny. I added easily 1 ounce less water. Let that set and cool off a little bit, maybe. All right, going in for these are the dry roasted and salted peanuts down the hatch. Oh. Oh. Yeah, when I have to take my hand all the way to up to my mouth like that, sometimes the pain will just drop me. So those are really good. Really nice, strong, what you would think of as a peanut flavor. Sometimes you get peanuts and they taste weird. Those don't taste weird. It's got the right amount of salt on them. Let me try this. I don't have to bring it so far up to my mouth. I want a couple more. So corn nuts. A little baby corn nut in there. Wow, look at that focus. Really good picture there. Hopefully this thing's set on HD. Obviously very crunchy. Lightly salty. Kind of what you would expect. One thing so far, looking at everything and like, which I mean, I ditched out on a couple drinks, but a couple drinks and there was something else too. What was it? Oh, the French onion soup. The cheese probably would have went good with the French onion soup. Looks like there's already a crack starting in this. Yeah, there it is. Focus, camera. There we go. Let's try the pilot bread on its own. Well, I would say I need to cleanse my palate because I could barely taste the cracker over the corn nuts. Corn nuts kind of got a strong aftertaste and flavor that'll stick with you, which that cherry will too. We'll just take a sip of this coffee. Yeah, I want to get a good reading on this pilot bread and kind of see what's going on with it. Okay, so the texture is a little bit different than what you would probably think of as just a regular cracker. So a little bit tougher, but still nice and crunchy. And like it was squeaking against my teeth, which I thought was weird, but I did catch that right in the beginning of starting to chew it up. You know how you can rub your tongue against your teeth and it'll squeak sometimes, but yeah, kind of the weird squeakiness. So it does have that. It's like a savory cracker type flavor. I don't pick up any sweetness from it or anything like that. Definitely got a. I mean, it seems like there's a little bit of wheat mixed in there with the just regular flour, and yeah, those are actually really good. They're a great base, is what I would think, and what I would say. Strawberry jam time. Which usually I don't go for the sweet stuff until after I've eaten the main. Let's check this main out. It's got to be ready. Yeah. It's good to go. Man, there is a ton of food in there. And it's got a really intense scent. Picking up, it smells like some lemon or lime. Something citrusy. Some kind of, I don't know what that spice is. I can't put my finger on it. Alright, here we go. That's almost all of it out of there. Let's see if I can just drop the spoon in there. Oops. I don't know. That's plenty out there on the tray. There's literally just a little tiny bit left in there in the bottom. Majority of it is right here. 98% of it, I would say. Maybe 99. Alright, going right here where it's a little wet. Just going in and getting a bite of it. You can see the beef in there and the peppers, the rice. Definitely looks seasoned. Down the hatch. Okay. Kind of, it definitely has that, like, that Southwest vibe with the spices. Everything's reconstituted very well, which is good. Are you talking about the German crackers? Because, yeah, they're awesome. The hard keks. Alright, that is enough, cat. Go. This is definitely ripe for seasoning, so you can, to change it however you want it. Now, I want to try this cheese sauce here. I'm going to try just a little bit on the spoon, I guess. I'll do that first. Like that. Very Kraft macaroni and cheesy. It's like exactly what that tastes like. Kind of salty. Kind of got that artificial cheese flavor that you expect to have in the Kraft macaroni and cheese. It tastes exactly like that. Powdered cheese and those little instant like singles, the Kraft singles that you can make. I was going to dip the cracker in it, but I don't need to do that. I'm going to move some of this to this little side panel here. Like so. The more beef, the better. Some more of that beef. There. Put some of this in. Soak up more of that juices. And I'll tell you, I don't think that juice would be in there like that had I not added that water in so late. If I'd have let it sit there another, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, I don't think there'd have been any juice to it at all. Now I'm going to add some cheese sauce right on the top of this. Yep, I think this is going to be the way to go. I'm not going to overdo it. Better seal that up before my luck, it'll tip over, spill everywhere. Just having that kind of week. All right, here we go with the cheese sauce. Wow. That's amazing. Totally changed it up. Wow. That's killer. And I like the fact that there's plenty of meat there. Sometimes you'll get freeze dried stuff from, say, Walmart, you know. And the military mains are good about having plenty of protein in them, plenty of meat. But the civilian versions are not always, the ratio's off. You know, you get a lot more rice than chicken in the chicken and rice. But if you get a military one, um, it's pretty close to being like, I'd say 60-40, you know, like 40% chicken. Whoa, Gusto. What's up, man? So good to be watching a Smoky stream. It's been a while for me. Hope you're all doing well. Well, thanks, Gusto, man. I appreciate you stopping by, dude. I know how busy you are, and it's good to hear from you, man. RC Gusto's got a channel of where he's opened up some really cool vintage stuff, stuff that was super fresh whenever he got it. You guys get over there and check out his videos. I think you'll like them. Subscribe to his channel if you like what you see. Yeah, that's really good. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it reminds me of something I've had before. Like a hamburger helper. Kind of like a beef stroganoff or something. That's kind of what it reminds me of. A lot. Yeah, that flavor's very familiar. Of course, I grew up on that cheese flavor, so that really helped make that more familiar. Take a bite of cracker to add in there with that. Yeah, that's not bad right there either. Honestly, though, I'd probably save my crackers for the other stuff. Now, this, I think, is a necessity. Although the texture is not mushy at all, it's got the meat's got a really good texture to it. The rice is done perfectly. Excuse me. You even get some crunch from the peppers on occasion. Jeff Kincannon, man, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Honestly, I like it better on its own. Unless I was craving that crunch, I wouldn't add the corn nuts. Basically, just because their flavoring is so overpowering, it just, you know, it'll overpower just about anything. Can't stop eating this, even though I should. Yeah, this main with the cheese sauce is awesome. I'll be putting this back in the pouch because I can't eat it all. It's a lot of food. And I'll probably add that and mix it all up. I'm going to have my son try it. Maybe he can help me eat it. But yeah, these, I don't know why I want to follow up with a peanut. That's weird. I don't know. I forgot about the Tabasco. The which I got one right here that's open. Brand new, well, not brand new, but pretty new. Guess I'll take a regular bite in here and add some Tabasco to it. See what that does. Nope. Not what I was wanting right now. Yep. I like the heat that Tabasco offers. Sometimes I don't want that vinegar. You know? Sometimes that vinegar is just can ruin the food. In this case, this is mild, but it's got a lot of flavors going on. Especially with the cheese. Maybe it'll be better with the cheese. Let me try the Tabasco with the cheese sauce over here. And we'll see. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe I dumped too much on it. I don't know. Alright, let's see. You guys, if you like what you see on these things, man, hit that thumbs up for me. Let Google know. That's their big thing. They have censored my last 2 live streams. Said that they are not suitable for all advertisers. So it gets a little yellow money sign beside it. I've had them manually reviewed. I have not seen what their response was, but they did not change it to green. So, something I've done on the last 2 live streams has offended Google or someone at Google or something, and yeah, so they don't want to monetize the live streams anymore, which is fine. I don't get paid from them anyway. I don't care. All right. So, oh yeah, the Tabasco with the cheese sauce. Much better, actually. It's a long story, Sparrow. It would take me a while to... I did a live stream like a couple years ago, probably even. Year and a half, 2 years ago. And I explained the entire situation, but I think I made it private after. So if you email me, I can send you a link to that where I kind of explain the entire story. It's very, very strange and makes no sense, but it is what it is. I wouldn't say that's exactly the same as the old cherry. It's missing just a little tiny something. It's very, 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 very similar. It's got a little bit of sourness to it, lots of sweetness to it, and I'm not sure if I might not have had too much powder because it seems like it's very, very rich in sugar. All right, I'm moving on to the strawberry jam. Oh, excuse me, my nose is running. On the pilot bread. There we go. Love the way a nice strawberry jam looks in the light like that. I have a feeling that it's going to go really good on this cracker. That's like a dessert. That's something I know. We don't have a dessert. Huh. Weird. No dessert at all. I mean, of course, strawberry on crackers, strawberry jam on crackers and apple. Close enough for me. But, like in the way of what you traditionally look at and say there's a dessert item, not happening here. And I just realized it. Alright, so I'm going to do what Bob suggested here. I'm going to have some strawberry jam on here like that. And then some sweetened condensed milk in between. Whoops. I blocked all the light by doing that, but oh, it's going to run. It's going to run. I'm getting it everywhere. Anyway, so there you go. There we go. Strawberries and cream down the hatch. So I'm a huge fan of the strawberry jam. And the sweetened condensed milk is great. But I think I'm more of a fan of it on its own. I know a lot of people though would like it better with the sweetened condensed milk. I think I prefer it with just the fruit, which I'm just a huge fan of fruits in general. Typically all fruits. I'm a big fan of. Oh, we got crushed red pepper. This is not. I forgot we had it. It's covered up here on the side. We also have salt and pepper. Obviously, I'm not going to add any salt. It doesn't need any salt. And I don't think it needs any pepper either. Add a little bit of this over here with the cheese sauce. I'm not even going to eat it straight anymore. Just with the cheese sauce. And it's going to be weird after something here. Hang on. I'm going to follow that up with this, what would we call this? Some sort of a mocha kind, well, vanilla shake with coffee in it. It just adds just a little tiny light bit of that coffee flavor in there, and it's actually really good. I don't think I would have liked it anywhere near as good without the coffee. Yep, I like the coffee in it. Oh. I get on my finger. Put it on the table. Oh. Alright. Gotta try it with the crushed red pepper here. Yeah, that's the way to go if you want to add some heat versus putting the Tabasco on. The Tabasco, the vinegar just drowns out any other flavor. So all you can taste is the Tabasco, where this is kind of like a mild dish. Tabasco is good on something that's got a really strong flavor. Sometimes, and sometimes it's just like I like it on like home fries or hash browns. I think it mixes perfectly. Eggs as well, like Tabasco on eggs. Okay. That is the meal. That's everything except the French onion soup that I skipped. Go on, cat. Which I don't see where I could have mixed that in anywhere or anything like that I can think of. The cheese sauce is 100% getting added to the rest of this. I might even like take 2/3 of it and add to that, because I think I put a little bit more cheese sauce over here than what I should have. So that way it's still got that nice strong flavor of the cheese sauce mixed with it. Because I'm telling you, it's like a perfect dish. I'm super happy with this meal. It's way better than I had envisioned it was going to be. Not that I thought it was going to be bad or anything. I just, after I read the ingredients of what was the Fiesta Bowl was, I was like, eh. But with the cheese sauce, that took it over the top. And it's actually pretty decent on its own, being able to add your different heat and stuff like that. But it's not bad on its own. I do feel like I should have something to eat it with, though, like a tortilla or something along those lines. That's a very beige tray. Good seeing you, Smokey. What's up, Dan, in Australia, man? Hey, what's going on, dude? Beige tray. Oh, yeah, I got you. Beige, 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 beige. Yeah, it's kind of a neutral looking tray, huh? Um, yeah, tan, whatever. Kind of. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's definitely pretty neutral. Oh, what in the heck? I'll be right back, guys. I don't see anything. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sounded like something big fell and like something spilled. Oh, like taking a deep breath hurts uh, sometimes, or a lot of the time, especially if I'm standing up. But it is better than it was. My doctor put me on a steroid super stack or a steroid super pack. I'm not exactly sure. What's up, Hardens James? Going for the coffee. But the thing is, with those, they do seem to work as far as like helping my pain. But at the same time, I don't like the side effects of it, of those steroids, and I don't like the fact that when they wear off, as they have right now, um, the pain comes back. And they're basically supposed to target inflammation or whatever. But I don't know. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what exactly is going on. Oh, I don't know if I can raise my arm up there to get it. Oh man, just knocked down the Marlboro pack. I know I've got a vintage smoke around here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, ow, 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 ow. Oh, the Chesterfield. There might be one in it. I just didn't want to peel back the. I'm just going to go for a Camel that I've got sitting here from 1989. Yep, the good old Camel here. That's going to focus. Yeah. I don't know. No year on that. I know I found a year on these things somewhere one time. I think it was on the camel bucks that were inside when I opened it. I'm not seeing it. But I think I do have the camel buck right here. Nope, that's not the one. Maybe it is. There should be another one. This one says that it expires May 31st, 1992. I don't think this is the one that came out of it, though. That one that right there came off one of those packs that I have. Old packs. Oh. You got a bunch of the camel bucks. Camel bucks are cool. I wish I had a way to hold this camera back around the other way so I could see to talk to you guys without it being at a downward angle so much. That's not too bad. All the tins. Okay, yep. Yeah. Well, they made those tins for quite a few years, actually. They made a bunch of different ones, too. That's a 60 count. And they made different counts, but they also made different counts, different years. I looked into it one time. But that can right there, the camel bucks that I took out of that can when I opened it, said 1989. I think they might have expired in 89, so that might be like 88. I would say the camel bucks were good for, I don't know, how long were the camel bucks good for? Like if you bought a brand new pack of smokes back in the day, I wonder. Ooh, I wonder how good they were, or how long they were good for. What's up, David? Been better, man. Honestly, anyone like MRE raisins? I do. I actually like. I like the MRE raisins. I also like osmotic cranberries. Uh, I think Roller Yak or the Ration Museum in the comments right here right now might be able to tell me, but I think the osmotic cranberries are like sprayed with like a sugar preservative or something. Big plastic 90s ashtray with the 2 packs on it. I don't think I've seen that one. I'm trying to think. I've seen a bunch of those old ashtrays. Yeah, what is osmotic? That's what I was trying to think. I'm pretty sure it's like covered in like a spray preservative. Here's a link to the Ration Museum live stream again tomorrow. Put that in the chat right now. And there should be a clickable link in this description to this video. So, what does osmotic mean? A diffusion of fluid through a semi-permeable membrane from a solution with a low solute concentration. Okay, these are a bunch of technical terms here. Let me just read this. I can't laugh; it hurts. The the definition of this that Google gives you is just like, okay. So there's answer A, and then there's the answer B. Answer B is the tendency of fluids to diffuse in such a manner. There has to be more to that. Must be some derivative of osmosis, maybe? Yeah, osmosis. Definition of osmosis. Uh, I don't know. I think they're called um, osmotic cranberries because, or cranberries osmotic, whatever, because I think they spray them with like a light mist of this, what's intended to be a preservative sugar solution. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. U.S. MRE osmotic raisins and osmotic cranberries have sugar water rammed into them. That's what I what. So it's rammed into them, like pressed into them somehow. Hmm. You got plenty to share. I've eaten like bags and bags of osmotic cranberries. I like them. Like that extra sugar that's in them. They're good. I mean, but there's not a. I would say there's not a ton of difference between them and the regular ones, except I have seen old osmotic cranberries before. Who was it that opened up a bag of those? And it was like had liquid in it where they had like sweated out the sugar solution that they had rammed into them, I guess. It was really weird. I cannot remember who that was. They made a video on it, I think. It's been years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm racking my brain. I don't think Steve didn't open one that had what like standing. This had like across the whole bottom of the bag. It had like that much liquid standing in the bottom of it. It wasn't Mickey Joe, I don't think. Man, who was that? It was somebody who had like some old 2006, 7, or 8s, somewhere along in that range. I can't remember. I have some raisins slash cranberries that did the leaking thing too. I'm afraid of them. Yeah, I don't think they're food anymore. I don't think you should eat those. I don't. Maybe they're edible. I don't know. Because I know that that stuff's meant to be a preservative. I wonder if it would ferment. I wonder if it would, since all that sugar and stuff started breaking down like that, if you left it in there or put it out in the heat for a whole summer or something like that, if it would actually start to ferment. Ooh, yeah. Every which way I move is like it's a risk. I don't think Steve would eat them. Steve, just like any of us that actually eat old food, it's basically a calculated risk. So the risk very seldomly would outweigh, like the reward would very seldomly outweigh the risk on something that's dangerous. Like I can't think of an instance in my personal thought that I would be like, yeah, even though that might have botulism, I'll go ahead and try it because somebody's going to give me $1 million or something. Like it would have to be a situation like that. But like I said, even in Steve's case, like there's a lot of things Steve won't eat, just like there's a lot of things I won't eat if it doesn't make sense. It's kind of a common sense thing. I mean, if it doesn't make sense to you, it's probably not going to make sense to me. There are certain things like the knowledge that I've built up over time, and also I do know that there's certain things that I can eat that a lot of people would have a little more trouble with. Maybe not a lot, but a little more. They would probably experience some stomach discomfort or something. I know I've probably built up some unique stomach flora for this type of thing over the years, and it makes it a little easier for me to eat some of the things that have aged. But at the same time, like if it's something that's going to be inherently dangerous to your life, you're not going to take that risk and eat something that could legitimately hurt you. And I would never suggest anyone eat something that's old, or I can't tell people not to eat something that's out of date, because those dates are really a joke. Those dates, how I explain this to people is, okay, so the manufacturer has to do testing. Most of them do testing, not all, but most, like almost all, where it would be, their food would be in a lot, like especially canned foods or long-term storage foods is what I'm talking about. They have to put their, well, even short-term stuff, put their food in somewhat of a worst case scenario. Now, I'm not talking about like a jug of milk, but a can or something like that. So worst case scenario meaning like, which they can rapid age these things in these containers, not containers, but these machines. But let's say you've got a little like a bodega shop in who knows where, but they don't have air conditioning. Like, this is going to be worst case scenario, and it's let's say it's in the desert somewhere here in the United States, and that for some reason they have their display of canned foods sitting right in the window. So not only is it hot in there because they don't have AC, but that window's creating radiant heat. So you're talking, I mean, that food's probably staying right around 100, 110 degrees, sitting on a shelf. How long can it sit there like that? How long can it sit in that worst case scenario and still retain its original nutritional value and be safe to eat? So the dates that you'll see on cans is kind of like, that date is worst case scenario for that can. And if you're storing your cans in a nice, cool, dry, dark pantry, then your dates are, you don't have to follow those dates. I'm not saying don't follow any dates. I'm saying like the canned stuff, and a lot of times it breaks down to common sense. I just saw a long comment from Fern Bark. Best by date is the date at which the food product stops having 100% of its flavor and nutritional value. Past that date, the manufacturer no longer guarantees the freshness or quality of the product. That's what Fernbark just said. So, yeah, pretty much as soon as it starts to degrade past what their intended flavor and nutritional value is, as soon as it breaks down past that 100% mark, then it's no longer going to meet their standards. So, yeah, you're talking like years difference on canned foods and retort pouch foods and stuff like that. The key word to look for, the key words, this is a Landel. Landel's got an MRE channel. You guys go check out a Landel's channel. The key words to look for are use by date, best by date, and sell by date. Yeah, there's a big difference between those, and everybody thinks that because it's got a date on it, that's the date that it's going to go bad. That's not the case. So a bag of chips, for instance, will have a sell by date on it. Oh, the manufacturer is going to count on you having that bag of chips up to 2-3 months in your pantry. If you don't eat them or whatever immediately, and you could leave them in there sealed for a couple months and forget about them, whatever. But that's the date that they think that they need to be sold by, and then there's another period after that they would say that they're good, but they're not telling you that date. They're just printing a sell by date on there. A lot of times they won't even have a best by date if it has a sell by date on it. You'd have to figure that out on your own. I heard that if it's in a cool and dry place, it stays good for like 50 years in a can. I would say, man, 50 years. Depends on what it is. 50 years is a long time. It would have to be really cool. And when I say really cool, I mean like 50 degrees, roughly. If it was 50 degrees and cool and completely dry in like a some sort of bunker, shelter, whatever you have that stays 50 degrees year round, I think something, some foods could last 50 years. Maybe all. I don't know. That's an experiment that I think would be worth trying out. I mean, but depends on how hardcore you're going to get into your quote unquote prepping. And if you're going to be a prepper, there's a lot of people out there that have done a lot of really good things as far as experiments go, and to see how long stuff will last, because it wasn't always the focus, but food and water, like you have to have those, have to, and depending on the weather, you might have to have shelter. So it just food and water is the main thing. Water, main thing. Food's right behind it because you'll wither away to nothing. I mean, but there's people that's went a long time without eating food. Steve's eaten stuff way over in 50 years. I have as well. So, yes, things can be. It depends on the item. It depends on the item. It depends on how that item was stored. It depends on. There's a lot of deciding factors there on how long something is going to stay food grade. If it's going to still be edible or not. Whew. You ate a 30-year-old ration this year. 50 years has got to be doable. Oh, yeah, for my birthday. That's right. I did. Thank you for the super chat, CT. Yep, I did have I had a ration that was the same age as me. So 38 years, 50 years is definitely doable when you're talking about a retort pouch and cans and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. Not even if it's not in perfect conditions. So perfect conditions, I think 50 years is probably. I think 50 years would be safe to say that it would probably be fine. I mean, the only way to find out would be to have a cool, dry, 50-degree environment and pack some cans in, like corn. You want some acidic things, tomato juice, some beans, like baked beans, some high acidity, things like that to see what happens. It'd be awesome. Did I miss a super chat? Ate the crackers out of a B2 can, no adverse effects. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely when you're talking about a dry item, a dry product like crackers. I mean, there's no doubt you could keep crackers for hundreds of years. A canned cracker, I do believe, would stand around hundreds of years. How old was the hardtack that I ate? I want to say it was 100. Was it 100? I want to say it was 100. See, in 19 would have been 100 and like 120 years old, I think, roughly. And it tasted awful. It tasted absolutely awful. The hardtack was from the 50th anniversary of Gettysburg, which was the story behind the 50th anniversary of Gettysburg is amazing. I really enjoy hearing, and I love digging into that research because the 50th, that was not the first anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg, okay? Which the Battle of Gettysburg pretty much ended the Civil War. Which there were a couple other things that happened after that, but that was like the main thing. That was the ending, really. And that's the way it's looked at, even by the guys that fought there, which that was a horrible battle for both sides. So that was the 50th anniversary was the first time that the North and the South actually got together. Were they at the previous anniversaries? Yes. but they kept everybody on the north stayed in their camp, south stayed in their camp pretty much. The 50th anniversary kind of broke that line, and guys were getting together from the north and the south that had never really happened before. And at that time, I want to say we had 48 states at the time. I think it was like 1913 or something like that, or 1903. I can't remember. But guys from every single state showed up. Now, that's a huge deal because back then you didn't just go out and hop in your car and drive to Gettysburg. Like, it was taking guys a week and longer to get there. Horseback, covered wagon, whatever they had to do to get there, just for them to get there. So it's impressive to hear that so many people came, and also the U.S. government at the 50th anniversary. There's something that fascinated me because it's related directly to rations. Our U.S. government gave out a mess kit to every single guy that showed up that was in the battle. They gave away 50,000 mess kits. Everyone has watched Eating History by now, eh? I doubt it. I doubt it. I know some people haven't seen it. I haven't even seen all the episodes, so I do need to watch through them all. I wish the show hadn't premiered right at the beginning of a pandemic, when all people were watching was news channels. Like, that's the news channels were breaking their previous day's rating record highs, and that was happening day after day after day after day. This went on for 2 months, all the way through March. Not all the way through March, but towards the end of March it started, went through all the way through April and into May, and you can look this up. They were like the highest viewed newscasts and stuff like that, which will be epic events like 9/11, where everybody tuned into the news. They were breaking those numbers, which there's a lot more people in the United States now than there was even 20 years ago. It's crazy to think that the population of the world has almost doubled in my lifetime. Maybe it has doubled. I think there was... That's a good question. How many people were there in the world in 1982? So there were, 4.5 billion. Well, 4.6. How many people are in the world right now? 7.8 billion. So from 4.6 to 7.8. 3.2 billion. Almost doubled in 38 years. It's nuts. Okay, looks like Miss Sunshine's here. Wishing you all well, peace and blessings. So how you been doing, Miss Sunshine? What's up, Chris Vaughn? Good to have you, man. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. As soon as I get my back straightened out, man, I got videos that I'm pretty well researched on, and I'm ready to go. I feel confident. My mustache is a mess from eating. My chat just disappeared. There we go. It's a little better. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to call this one. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys showing up tonight. Kind of needed this break, mental break, kind of to hang out. The food was pretty good, I gotta say. Man, that cheese sauce really, really set it off. That cheese sauce turned this into a meal that, like, I would buy this meal again. I want, you know. And by the way, Minotaur, they hooked me up with this meal for tonight, so go check out their website. I don't know what all they got going on over there right now. It's hard to tell. I'm sure Bob was probably talking about it in the chat, but there's got to be some good stuff over there. This is one of the Arctic Field rations. He's got all kinds of stuff going on over there as far as newer type rations. He's got some good stuff. So, thank you, Kaylin. Joe, when's the next stream going to be? Probably be next Saturday. Yeah, I would say. Unless something crazy happens and my back, like, miraculously heals overnight, which could happen. I mean, these back pains and stuff, they're very strange. Because this happened in a split second. Like, I was cool 1 minute, which I mean, I've been having back problems, but this is something completely different. Just got out of the hospital today, Ruby. Wow, that sucks. I've been there, done that. Exactly a year ago. Well, not exactly, almost exactly a year ago. I was in the hospital for like 8 days because of pancreatitis. Pancreatitis? I can't remember. Something Titus. Harold Witherspoon, take it easy, brother. We'll see you next time. Well, thank you for hanging out, man. Yeah, I'll probably see a chiropractor. I'm going to see a. I think they're going to send me to neuropathy this coming week, and then I got to see a back specialist, I think. But the way the pain is, like in my inner groin and going down the back of my leg, and in my lower left back, I think it could be my sciatic nerve. I don't know. I can't diagnose myself, but I can tell you where the pain's at. And it's been so bad. I didn't sleep one stretch. I couldn't sleep for like 60 hours. Couldn't shower for like 4 or 5 days. It was awful. I felt horrible. It's crappy to even admit that, but that's the way it was. I mean, I was in bad shape. Almost didn't even make it to the doctor, but I forced myself to get there. Like, I had to find some sort of relief. And like I said, the things I'm on now, they do help, but I'm out of them, and it didn't fix it. It does help whenever whenever I'm having the effects of the medication, before it's worn off, it does absolutely help. Then it goes away. Kind of doesn't. It's not a permanent fix, obviously. Ration Museum live stream, guys, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Be there. I'll be able to be kicked back, laying down in bed, and be able to be in that chat and talk to everybody. Be nice. So, after 6 CST, please, CT. Oh, okay. But yeah, man, see if we can break that number 30 tomorrow. Like, if we can get 30 folks to show up, man, and put a smile on my face for sure. And he does fun stuff. It's hard to tell. Like, he might. I'm sure he'll probably eat something. Last time, not wasn't last time, but it was a couple of streams ago that I watched. I can't remember if he fixed coffee or what, but he was like going to show us the coffee in the camera, and he ended up dumping it right on the computer. He lost the laptop because of it, and it shut the stream down. It was done. So I'm sorry. I know it ain't funny, but it's funny at the same time because it was the loss of a computer. That's what's not funny about it, but just the way it happened and stuff. It was just like, holding the cup over like that, trying to show you inside the cup, and it just dumped out. Do a stream together. With who? I can have people guest in on the streams. I want to figure out how I can actually do like the split windows, where like I can literally have somebody. See, I did a eating history after show with Josh McCouga. It's over on Josh McCouga's channel here on YouTube, and we would get together and like Matt Braley, our executive producer, I guess, or our producer. I don't know what he showrunner is what he was, which is the guy that started off Pawn Stars and did like the first 5-6 years of Pawn Stars. But we would like he would come on and we would talk about stuff that happened with the show and stuff. And I haven't went back and watched those. I'm waiting for that nostalgia moment when I feel like because we had some good conversations over there, and you know, all genuine, like down to earth stuff. And the show, it just didn't get to take off like it could have. There, obviously, Corona put a big damper on what we were trying to do. But yeah. So again, this meal was pretty good. I'm gonna flip the camera back around, and yeah, you guys, you got to get to the Ration Museum tomorrow because we're gonna be having trying to get that Ration Museum put together as a real thing. Which I mean, it's more of a real thing right now than it's ever been. There's actually an office location. We're gonna the goal is to start putting together information that's a database that's actually searchable, which would be a huge come up for ration enthusiasts and history itself, just to document all the different things that have happened in military ration history, not just in the U.S. I mean, that's expanded to everywhere, but we want to obviously focus on the U.S. stuff first and kind of get all that out there, because there's rations that people have never even heard of before that are out there. Maybe not still out there, but that were made at some point in time, or that were prototyped, or that were tested, stuff like that, information that we'd like to get out there. So, and have a nice solid database for it with pictures. And that's going to be hard to do, but it's doable. It's something that can happen. So yeah, guys, show up to the Ration Museum live stream tomorrow. I got a big mess here. I got to try to get cleaned up, which I don't know. It's going to suck. All right, guys. Oh, I want to say huge thanks to my patrons. My intention has been to get some boxes out, but there's no way I could even get them packed up. So that's why that hasn't happened yet. I'm hoping that this week I'll get some relief somehow or another. Maybe I'll just heal, or maybe a doctor will do something for me or something. I don't know. I'm hoping this week something changes, though. So, all right, guys. I guess really all I got left to do is say thank you guys for watching. And thank everybody. I want to say thanks to everybody who sent in a super chat, too, because for some reason that number just changed as I was looking at it. CT sent the you ate a 30-year-old ration, so 50 years has got to be doable. Dan Cyanide Cookie said that's a very beige-looking tray. Good seeing you smoke. Jeff Kincannon sent a nice, cool video, which was cool. RC Gusto, you guys go check out Gusto's channel. So good to be watching a Smoky stream. It's been a while for me. Hope you're all doing well. Blindside said, howdy all. Hope everyone's doing great this evening. And History Savior came in with the beginning. Hey, Smoky, feel better soon. Hope everyone is doing well. Much love. Much love. We'll be back on in action soon here on YouTube. Nope, didn't quit YouTube. Smoke, just been busy. So yeah, definitely go check out History Savior, man. That guy, he's trying to fight the good fight for history. And you know, the state of our country right now, they're trying to erase our history. So they're trying to act like we shouldn't remember it and shouldn't pay any attention to it, like it didn't happen. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say, we done things that we're not proud of in this country. Not that we personally done them, but our ancestors, whatever. It's just the way it is, man. If you don't learn from your history, you're doomed to repeat it, which is exactly what is happening right now. It's so stupid. The media, all about wanting Joe Biden in there. As soon as he gets in there, they realize, oh, no, he's going to wreck the country. Trying to undo everything that Trump's done as far as foreign policy goes. And immigration and everything else. It's just, anyway. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up, hanging out with me. I super appreciate it. And I can't believe I made it this far in. Definitely going to pay for this later. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out. And I'll try to see you next Saturday. Later.